Hello everyone, welcome to Gaian Gardens. I'm Isabella and today I will share with you the lessons that I have learned from growing jades, crassula ovata, as bonsai over the course of the last 4 years. This video will cover general pruning requirements of the jades and how I got to understand them as deeper lessons of life that nature was teaching me. Are you ready? Let's get started. Lesson number 1. Keep your growth in check. If I let them grow tall and reach to the light, their limbs get leggy and there is no ramification, splitting of branches. The jades will grow single stems, which do not look very appealing. And eventually the plant looks unkept and branches can even break under its own weight. The branch will lose lower leaves and direct its growth only to the top, sending all the growth hormones there. At this point, it is more difficult to induce budding from the branches that turn more brown in color and have no lower leaves. But if I trim the branches when they are still soft and green, the branches will ramify and give a beautiful, full appearance with even growth. I will have more branches and more leaves. The tree will be more balanced and stable looking. This is a reminder for me to always monitor my ways of being. Am I overreaching? Am I becoming single-focused and blind to other people's perspectives and ways of being? If I focus on only one area of my life, it will be consecutively harder for me to change and branch out in other directions. But if I diversify and keep my focus in check, my attention will be more easily divided equally between different areas of my life. Keeping my ways in check, I too can develop on many levels and be full in my expressions of interests and ways of being. Lesson number 2, all or nothing. When shaping and doing major cuts on branches that become too long, it's better to cut to no leaves on any branches than to leave even one leaf on a single branch. If I leave one leaf on a single branch, the tree will redirect all the energy into this spot and all the other branches will die. I will then lose all the progress I made so far with ramifying the branches, and the tree will look unbalanced and ugly with dead branches or wounds from the cuts. But if I take the risk and cut all the branches at the same time, leaving no leaves, the strong tree trunk and roots will send the forces of growing hormones evenly to all cut areas, and I have a chance of developing beautiful ramification along the way. For me, it's a lesson of trusting in the process of change. If I'm doing something, better to do it all the way, or else I will always steer off the chosen path. If I let myself keep small reminders of bad habits, they will soon become main habits again, and all of my effort will be in vain. That is why hesitation and doubt during the process can lead to more damage than taking a risk and investing myself fully into my vision. Lesson number 3, correct timing. If I cut the branches during the wrong time of the month or after watering, the tree will die. If I don't respect the timing of no watering after the cuts, the tree will die. But if I follow the understanding of the nature of the tree, it will rebud when it's ready. It is a lesson on knowing oneself and knowing what is correct for me in each moment. Trusting that necessary changes may be challenging and difficult to make, but when done correctly, they will lead to my growth in the direction that I choose. Lesson 4, letting go. If I come and fuss over the plant, I'll soon start believing it's dead and it's taking too long to rebud. Or if I start to be fearful, seeing how dry it is, I will water it too much or too early, and the plant will not survive. But if I let it be, trusting in its strength, I will see the buds when the plant is ready. Similarly, intention setting matters the most, and the rest is best left to universe. Knowing my own strength and readiness, I trust that what was meant for me will always find me. Patiently trusting and letting go of fear and control, I open up to my energy naturally rising when it's ready. That doesn't mean I am passive. I still take the correct steps towards my goals, but I remain open to the outcome in whatever shape and form it may appear. Those lessons came to me recently in my process of cutting the small crassula ovata jades and trusting that they will rebud. It took 4 weeks of no growth, but they finally started to show the signs of budding. During the 4 weeks, I knew the plants were alive because I could feel the trunk was still vital and strong, and it was not withering. This gave me trust and patience. I often misted them and gave them a bit of water when they needed it. Now they show me they are pushing buds. Reward! Through this, I left the little jades without trimming too long. I was being doubtful and fearful of cutting them too early and waited too long until their branches were too leggy and had no lower leaves to cut. So, with that lesson in mind, I trimmed my other jades before they reached that stage. This is a good lesson of bonsai. What seems to be too soon and it can wait can quickly become too late. Better acting when the plant is showing us that it's ready and when the branches are still green and supple. What are some of the lessons that you have learned from your bonsai plants? I'd love to hear your reflections and thoughts. Art of Bonsai can be deeply immersive and contemplative activity that shows us the wisdom of the universal truths, which can be applied in everyday life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.